Good morning, class. Welcome to my Discussion 1 collaboration activity, The Art of Advocacy Discussion Part 2, supporting the proposition position, as our class notes tell us. The average American child will see 200,000 violent acts and witness 16,000 murders on TV by the time they are 18. This shocking statistic will only grow worse as we become more and more desensitized to violent acts in the media and everyday living. Opening up the newspaper and scrolling social media, one simply begins to feel numb to different issues plaguing our society. At a recent dinner party, a colleague of mine said, well, it's just another shooting. Aren't you used to it by now? My reaction was one of shock and awe. How does one get used to violence? Have we become so desensitized that we no longer are capable of being shocked by horrific images and statements of violence? Or are we pre-programmed within our DNA to be exposed to this type of activity? Does our DNA have anything to do with our ability to harbor feelings of rage and therefore ignite violent behaviors? These are interesting questions that I hope to discuss further in our session. In last week's Art of Advocacy discussion posting, we had the ability to choose an article about the representation of violence in media and its subsequent desensitization on our society. I chose to look at the Blackforth Gentry, Harrison, and Carlson article from 2011, in which they look at a specific type of media violence, the prevalence and influence of the combination of humor and violence in Super Bowl commercials. The study gives a significant number of statements or claims and backs them up with scientific qualifiers that further enhance the argument, peppered with statistics and scientific evidence. The article speaks about another study done by Huseman in 1986 that suggested violent behavior is learned through modeling behaviors, observational learning, and through positive reinforcement. Only the aggressive seem to receive reinforcement. In this week's comparison article, titled Reactions to Media Violence, it's in the brain of the beholder, published in 2014 by Jean-Jacques Campbell, Parvey, and Zhu. The authors hypothesized that reaction to violent media, critically dependent on personality trait differences between viewers, where those with a propensity for physical assault will respond to the media differently than controls. There is something, then, deep within the DNA, and the very core of some individuals, that makes them more prone to have a reaction of violence when watching or viewing images of violent content and horror. What are your thoughts? Do you think violence lies deep within our DNA? Could the authors of both articles be on to something deeper? Are certain individuals prone to violence because they witnessed or lived a violent lifestyle? Thank you for watching this week's posting. Enjoy your week.